Is it possible to bulk and cut at the same time? To build muscle, it is common practice to spend several months eating a surplus of calories in order to pack on the muscle mass. When combined with a solid muscle building routine, this is an effective strategy. The effect of this is that it makes them gain extra fat at the same time. They'll pack on the muscle, but they'll also pack on the fat. To combat this, there is a cutting phase where a strict reduced calorie diet is followed to lose the extra fat. Since they're consuming less calories than what their body needs to maintain their weight, they will also inevitably lose some muscle. The amount of muscle lost will depend on a number of factors: how much protein they're eating, the workout, the degree of the calorie deficit, and how long the cutting phase lasts. If done correctly, their muscle loss won't be a problem. This strategy is effective for advanced bodybuilders, but it isn't a desirable approach for many. For the average person, there are a few issues with this approach. Since most people aren't concerned about packing on as much muscle as possible, they don't need to go to the extremes this tactic can take them to. During the gaining phase, some advanced bodybuilders go as far as to wake themselves up during the night to eat, all for the sake of increasing mass. Since most people want to look lean and gritty around, they will find the mass gaining phase undesirable. With all the extra calories they'd be eating, they will pack on fat, making them lose definition and look bloated. They will regularly go through periods of looking soft and then looking ripped. Many would rather have defined muscles all the time. Yes, through careful control of calories, it is possible for someone to build muscle while simultaneously losing fat. How is this possible? By sweet spotting daily calories, maintaining a high protein intake, eating optimally in regards to nutrition, and continuing regular high-intensity workouts. Eat too few calories and the body will begin to break down some muscle in order to meet amino acid demands. Eat too much calories, and fat will be gained rather than lost. However, if someone sweet spots their caloric intake where they're getting a slight deficit, but not enough to cause their body to break down muscle and use it as fuel. Eating no more than 10% less daily calories is a way to achieve fat loss, without losing mass. To ensure that muscle can be built while eating fewer calories, it is important to eat a high amount of protein, to supply the body with lots of amino acids in order to fuel muscle growth and stave off catabolism of muscle. Catabolism of muscle occurs when there is a lack of amino acids coming in from food, so the body begins to break down muscle to supply its amino acid needs. Generally, it is recommended to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of weight. So, for example, a 180 lb male would eat 180 grams of protein each day. This may not be possible, or is possible for certain people. It is much easier for some, and may be difficult for others. Here are a couple of groups of people that may have a hard time doing this. Advanced bodybuilders, and those who never seem to gain weight regardless of how much they eat, may struggle to build and lose at the same time. Advanced bodybuilders have already reached their genetic potential. They are already pushing the limits of what is genetically possible for them, so this may be impossible for them to do. This is why they go to extremes, doing things such as eating during the night, and taking all sorts of potions so that they can push past their genetic limits and pack on more mass. There are some people out there that no matter what they eat, they can never seem to gain weight. These people are often called hard gainers, because for them gaining muscle is hard. Of course, they may have some weight they want to lose, so the idea of building muscle while losing fat may sound appealing, but because of their genetics they might not have as much success with this approach as others. Beginners can have a lot of success doing this. Beginners have not reached their genetic potential in terms of muscle mass, making them ideal candidates. When fueled with enough protein and just a minor reduction in calories, their body will be ready to build muscle to meet the demands of the workout, while at the same time eating up their fat reserves to use as fuel. Not everyone wants to take the approach extreme bodybuilders do, and instead would rather look rippier around instead of going through periods of looking bloated, then ripped, then bloated again. The Donut's Golden Ratio Guide shows how to successfully gain muscle and lose fat at the same time, and develop the kind of body women want to see, no matter your age or starting point.